no. Listen, it's no problem, but I have to go. I can't talk anymore, man. Yeah, I have to go. I work all day. I can't just talk to you all day, okay? All right, listen, I'll talk to you later, okay, man? All right, bye. Ay, ay, ay. Hi, X. How's it going today? If I was your boyfriend, I wouldn't let you go. If I was your boyfriend, ooh, yeah. Oh, hi there, Mr. Makeever. Sorry, I was just listening to some Justin Bieber. Oh, really? Are you a big fan? Well, not really. He makes me feel better when I'm feeling kind of blue. Well, would you like a Jimmy Dean breakfast sandwich that always seems to work for the people in the commercials? No thanks, Mr. Makeever. I'm a vegetarian. So tell me what's wrong, X. Oh, it's nothing. Well, there has to be something eating at you. You just don't look like yourself today. Well, truth is, I'm not. You see, the darn order of operations gang lurking around school lately got me yesterday, and they got me good. What are you talking about, X? An order of what gang? Well, you know, the order of operations gang. They just love picking on a single number such as myself. They have this whole ritual they go through with digits like me. First, they get you right in the grouping symbols. Then they lay exponents on you, like it's nothing. Next thing you know, they're beating you with multiplication and division from left to right, not missing a beat. Then, just when you think you're in the clear, they finish you off with addition and subtraction. Left to right. Oh, X, that sounds awful. Yeah, lucky for me I didn't get the usual. You should have seen my buddies Y and Z last week. Unrecognizable, I tell ya. They only hit me with a couple of the operations, but boy did it hurt. And to tell you the truth, Mr. Makeever, after what they did to me, I can barely remember the young digit I used to be. Well, X, I bet I can help you. You know, I am pretty knowledgeable about the order of operations, and maybe, yeah, if you can explain exactly what they did to you, I think that using some simple math, we could undo the things the order of operations gang did to you in the first place and get you back to your old self. Gee, Mr. Makeever, you do that for me? Sure, X. After all, you are my favorite variable. So, X, tell me now, what was the first thing the order of operations gang did to you? Well, like I said, lucky for me, I didn't get the usual. They skipped the grouping symbols and exponents. They jumped right into multiplication. Okay, that's a start. Do you remember what they did exactly? Do I? Like it was yesterday. It was yesterday. They cornered me. There I was, trembling in fear behind the school, and, well, I'm assuming the leader took me by the hand and multiplied me by 3, like it was nothing. Is that all they did? No, sirree. Then the little guy finished me off by adding 17 big ones onto me. Oh man, it was awful. Okay, so let me get this straight. There you were, your normal self, walking home from school, when the order of operations gang multiplied you by 3 and then added 17 to you. Exactly. Oh, the horror. So what our job is to take what you are now and undo the things they did to you so we can get you back to your normal self. Oh, I think I know what you mean. So we need to divide by 3 first, since they multiplied me by 3 first. Yeah. Hang on, X. Hang on. You've got the right operation, but the wrong order. Let me explain it to you in easier way. The order of operations is kind of like getting dressed in the morning. Which do you put on first, your shoes or your pants? Well, duh, Mr. Makeever. I put on my pants first and then my shoes. Everybody knows that. OMG, you should see my variable friend W put her shoes on. Her and the variable T have to share 2 pairs. Well, because he's only got 1 foot and she's got 3. It's hilarious. You know the phrase, 2 left feet. That's W. All right, X. Stick with me here. So you put your pants on before your shoes, Kind of like how we always do multiplication before addition. But when you're getting ready for bed at night, which do you take off first? Are you kidding me? In these skinny jeans, I would never be able to get my pants off before my shoes. Of course I take my shoes off before my pants. I'm just like everyone else, Mr. Makeever. All right. I know these seem like silly questions, but let me make the connection for you now to solving equations. The order of operations tells us to multiply before we add, just like in the morning how you put your pants on before your shoes. Now, when we are solving equations, what we are really trying to do is undo what the order of operations did to a number. So instead of multiplying and then adding, we are going to undo things in reverse order. Kind of like how you take your shoes off before your pants at the end of the day, even though you did it the other way around in the morning. Oh, I get it. Boy, you're a great teacher, Mr. Makeever. Thanks, X. Now let me finish explaining. All right, X. So here you were yesterday, before school got out. Now, when the order of operations hit you, you first got multiplied by a 3. Next, 17 was added to you to get a result of 38. So, what we need to do, as we already discussed, is undo what the order of operations did. So first, the order of operations multiplied you by 3. And then lastly, after you were multiplied by 3, 17 was added to you. Added 17. Now, as we discussed, when we undo the order of operations, we go in reverse order. So the first thing we will do is undo the addition of 17. How we undo addition is by its inverse operation. So we are going to subtract 17. Now, as we know, an equation is like a scale. It's balanced. So if we subtract 17 from one side, our scale is now unbalanced. So we need to also subtract 17 from the other side of the equation, which leaves us with 21. And on the left side, we are now left with only 3 times x. Okay, so we've undone the addition by subtracting. Now, let's go to the first thing that happened to you, multiplication by 3. We will undo that in our second step by dividing by 3, the inverse of multiplication. Divide by 3. Here you are being multiplied by 3. I will divide by 3 to undo that multiplication. Again, we've made the scale imbalanced, so we need to also divide by 3 on the other side. Over here, I'm left with only you, x, and over here, I am left with the value that you are, 7. So x, you are equal to 7. Now, we can always check our work. Let's look at what happened up here when the order of operations hit you. 3 times 7 plus 17. Multiplication before addition in the order of operations. So we would do this first and get 21 plus 17. We would now do the addition and get 38. Which checks out with what originally happened when you were multiplied by 3 and then 17 was added to you. All right, X, so you are in fact the number 7. Boy, do I feel great. Now I remember. I feel like my old self again. Thank you so much, Mr. Makeever. Anytime, X, just remember the most important thing. The order of operations gang may beat you up in this order, grouping symbols, exponents, multiplication and division, and last addition and subtraction. But when you're trying to remember what number you were before they got to you, you have to undo the operations in reverse order, starting with undoing addition and subtraction by using inverse operations, Then undoing multiplication and division. And lastly, take care of undoing any exponents and grouping symbols. Hey, and if you ever get stuck, you know where to find me. Yep, room 143. Hey, thanks again, Mr. Makeever. And I love you. I gotta run. Oh, okay. See you later. If I was your boyfriend, I wouldn't let you go. I'm a 3.